like they finally got the DLC issues sorted out. So we're gonna have Butcher Leatherface versus Smoke. I should mention Butcher Leatherface is another variation that, let alone a character, that hasn't really seen much screen time in XL.
But very underrated.
Highly underrated. The character has a strong advancing overhead that may have slow startup, but it's plus on block, at which point you're forced to get between armoring out or having to fear the low. And he's a very 50-50 heavy character.
And also you got Smoke, who is very, very good with this button, especially with Factory 1.
Oh, he's definitely good before this version, but he's even more so enhanced here because with the removal of armored launchers, or I should say the readjustment of armored launchers, it allows him to play his game a lot more effectively because he doesn't have to fear his gap in his strength as much. And with also that reversal that you see him using right there to get out of Onisan's offense. Oh, gets caught with the low.
And here we go. It's going to be mix-up time right here with Smoke.
But Israfel's got a long road ahead of him. Again, the staggered low into the bomb. But no fear! Oh, trying to go for the low. He could have jumped the smoke bomb to get a full punish off that, but he decided to take the round regardless. Another irritating thing about Leatherface, you saw the hitbox on his string right there. It's so hard to jump backwards from any of his offense. You're going to have to stay on the ground.
Ooh, he could have whip punished that too right there.
Yes, he could have, but alright, Onisan winning out that face-to-face. There's that overhead we're talking about. Alright, baiting the EX wake up and punishing with not something damaging, but definitely gives the advantage he needs to force Israfel back into a guessing situation. And look at this corner carry.
Corner.
Didn't look like perfect fast game. Good block on the low and the overhead. He could have armored after below, but Israfel just holds on with offense. And that is plus.
That overhead, so deceiving. I mean, when you play, it just one of those things that you don't think is safe.
Yeah, you cannot you cannot be forced to block that overhead over and over, or you just keep giving Leatherface turns to take.
Leatherface.
I think this is where Israfel might go to Quan Chi and play Sorcerer. Get the armor game going and play it smart.
Yeah, Smoke is more of an anti-zoner character in my opinion, but I don't really think that he would feel comfortable fighting a character that's as mix-up heavy and hitbox heavy, I should say, as Leatherface. And there is Summoner Quan Chi.
Either he's going to play Sorcerer and go with the armor, or you can play Summoner and try to zone him out. All right, before they start game 2, they're going to lower the health bars real quick, which they have to go to the main menu to do. So it'll be just a
which they've understandably forgotten to do because we're busy sorting out this DLC Crisis.
Yep.
It's a battle against the internet. You almost never win.
Yeah, pretty much.
But like I was saying earlier, Summoner Quan Chi, I feel for Israfel would stand a much better chance against Butcher Leatherface because of Quan Chi's game plan with the Summoner variation. And there's also the fact that when you get a knockdown, that's when Quan Chi doesn't really need to be a zoner anymore.
Exactly. See what adjustments Israfel can make. See if he can realize that his overhead is safe. But unfortunately,
it's not only safe, it's also plus. But it is very susceptible to be armored on reaction or backdashed. And Quan Chi seems to have a very good backdash.
Unfortunately, he has no armor reversal except for Skydrop, which is most of the time
very crappy.
Pretty much. I mean, with Ermac, you could just hover it and whip completely on Skydrop.
But I wonder if Israfel will channel the essence of Michelangelo, who has made himself a legend by making top 8 at EVO, using EX Skydrop and take a game against Scar.
Which was really hype.
Oh, definitely.
But what's good about Israfel is that Israfel's mentor is Dinky. The main guy for STB. He learns a lot from him. Dink's usually informative about how to play Quan and what to do.
And this has been a very ugly start for Israfel. He's already in the corner, has no meaning. Well, there's the bat, but that gets completely nullified by the interactable. I feel like Israfel should have paid a little more attention to his opponent's positioning. There's the backdash on the overhead. Now Israfel's in, well, I'm about to say he was in business, but it gets clipped. And that saw attack does hit low. Effectively, you can actually fuzzy between the low saw and the overhead. But then once you start mixing up the string it's canceling into, that gets a lot harder to, oh my goodness. This match is just a slaughter. Israfel just has no answer. And there is the brutal. We're going to be here a while.
I think the problem with Israfel, he lacks the Leatherface matchup.
I don't think it's that he doesn't like the Leatherface matchup. I don't think he's familiar with it.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
As pointed out earlier, the character has hardly seen any of the spotlight up until this patch came about. Now that there's not as many armored options to fear, Leatherface thrives even more. But as mentioned, the low saw attack that you just seen will always hit faster than the overhead, which in itself is 25 frames.
Right.
And if you actually enhance the overhead, it becomes an unsafe option that can be full combo punished.
And that's what Onisan.
But I wouldn't expect him to do that unless it's a confirm for more damage. And on top of that, just by swinging his saw, he controls nearly all of the screen.
I think the only time he will risk EX overhit if he guarantees that he knows he's going to go.
Exactly. And going right back to smoke. I guess I can agree with Choice because when you look at the last two matches, he almost got no hits in at all with Quan Chi.
Agree.
Whereas with Smoke,
you got more options, you got more mobility, you got your chances to do something with it.
and you have an invincible reversal in EX Fade. Although if it's evaded, it can prove to be your undoing.
Which I've done before.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Yes, you have to be very careful tossing smoke bombs, even if you are full screen, because unless EX, they're so slow. There's below. There's block. All right, pushing the boat so far back that he gets the back dash this time. Wow, an immediate break from Onisan. Not wanting to let Israfel get any momentum going, which is understandable because once smoke gets started, it's hard to stop it.
Basically, he also did too because he knows he could get the meter right back. So, I mean, you do it early, you get the meter, you build it back up. Which he is doing right now. He almost got the 2, which he did.
Gets it back to 1.
Ooh, the low.
Leatherface is not the only guy with full screen normals. Again with the break. Oh, that could have been a punish. If he lets go of his second hit a little too early, he risked getting a full combo.
All right, Onisan match point.
But obviously, Onisan not realizing the part of the matchup and still proceeds to take the first round. And now both players are sitting on no meter. Match point for Onisan too. No anti-air on the interactable jump.
These guys have to start back acting that.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh. Oh wow, he could have punched the whip.
Israfel is not looking like he knows what to do.
That's unblockable.
That is blocked and punished with a forward one from Triborg, but again, Israfel not really getting his defense up to snap.
Let's see what he can do now.
He needs to EX fade to get out of that overhead. He can't just keep eating it over and over and letting Onisan stay plus on block. Oh man, that is an EX command grab. And that hits in like less than 10 frames. So not only do you have 50-50 to worry about, you have to worry about a throw option as well.
Exactly.
He's such an overwhelming character.
But you don't see anybody really use him. Just like I say another character,
I guarantee you, that's going to change.
Reptile's another character that people don't really see much, and he's still underrated.
Oh yeah, that character got so much stronger as a result of the patch changes.
Safe overheads.
Safe overhead, his aspect projectile is now recovering much faster, so I can't teleport punish it reactively.
I can still soul ball it, lucky enough, on that.